We get gigantic points here. Boom. Boom. Then this triggers. Boom. And we're up by 25 all of a sudden. Get out. No, I'm just kidding, man. If you keep playing. But that's the end of the game here. Today we'll be playing some Arachas Swarm with a couple of buffed cards, which I think will be pretty interesting. Right off the top, we've got Lara took a power decrease, which is a buff because you can now die to 3 damage of Frost, which really opens her up outside of Tatterwing decks. We're going to be using her. We're also going to be playing the buffed Armored Arachas. The record, I don't think this card's quite as good, but we'll be testing it out as well. It went down in provisions, a lot easier to afford. And also we're playing Ragnarok. Ragnarok's just a card I really like, and also got buffed. So let's see if we can put these guys together into a pretty decent deck here. Like we already said, we're playing Lara. I opted to go with the Apparent Phantom. I think it just makes a lot of sense to use Phantom to trigger Lara. It also has more synergies than going Gales into Red Riders, because it's cheaper, and it's just cheaper. Has some other uses as well. We've got the Oneiromancy to find our stuff. We've got the Hive Mind, just is our best opening card. We've got the Ragnarok. You can, at 12 provisions, you can kind of afford to use this to win round 1 if you don't draw your Hive Mind. Save Hive Mind for later. We might try that out a couple of games here. We've got the Heatwave for some removal. We've got the Behemoth. Behemoth's not the best card, but I wanted more gold units rather than control cards because we do have to play gold units to trigger Ragnarok. So we opted for a couple more units here just because of that. And Behemoth, it's fine. Like if you hit 4 units, so you have 4 drones out, you play Behemoth, he spawns 2 drones, and those are each worth 2, and then he gives 4 boost, so that's 11 for 8. That's alright. But really you want to be boosting a whole row with him if you can help it. Sayer Khan, again, a unit that does damage, synergizes pretty well. The Armored Arachas, we kind of talked about it being buffed, but basically you play this first, then you fill its row up, and it's a big guy. That's the idea here. I'm pretty sure it's going to get locked a lot, though, so unlikely that'll be paying off. We've got the Phantom, we've got Tribute. Although for Arachas, you can summon off of Penitent, but I wanted to make like a whole Death Wish based Arachas deck, but that'll be at like some future point with to really mess around with that one. Whisper's Tribute to find our Hive Mind mainly. The One Bone Talisman for a bunch of points. I debated cutting this to run Endrega Queen, as Endrega Queen's very synergistic with the deck. But again, I don't think we have the best thing to consume with her, so we kind of left her out of this one for now. I do like that card though. Then we've got the Spectre of Storms. Or Dregery, then Scepter of Storms. Scepter of Storms is just... it's like the replacement for Red Riders. Like, Red Rider spawns 4 turns of Frost, or 2 on each row. Storms spawns the 3 turns, and then it can extend 1. It's very similar. The benefit of Storms over Red Riders is if you really need to, you can make a different weather type. So, if they play Sasuke Commander, you can make a Fog. It's just slightly better for that reason. Then we have Spontaneous Evolution, and if for some reason you end up playing, like... yeah, you could play other Red Riders this here as well. It's very similar. If you for some reason need the something else, you can do it. Like it just has a slight amount of flexibility over Red Riders. We got the 2 Spontaneous Evolutions, which is really good. We got the 1 Chimera. If you're worried about not having enough Frost for Lara, you could play a second Frost card, like a 1 of Red Riders here instead of Chimera. I just want Chimera because it's a good payoff card. And sometimes you might need a little bit more of row payoff than just the 1 Bone Talisman and the Lara. It's going to let you do it in a different round. But you could run anything here. You could like run a Maxi if you want to have another gold unit for some consistency. You can run kind of anything else you want, basically. But there's like decent options, like the 1 Red Riders is a good option. Chimera's a good option. If you want to play Control, you could like try and fit in a Cyclops or something. Unfortunately, though, we can't really make too much use of like a Larva for Thriving, but there's some options. Then we've got the Arachas Nest, the Spores, Natural Selection, just organics here. The 2 Riders. Riders could be like a Fiend instead for more tempo. I went with Riders because we do want to find some very specific cards here, and it does thin our deck a little bit, so it'll be alright here, I think. It's not the best card, but we should be able to trigger the Dominance by playing Evolution on stuff, so I'm not too concerned about missing out on it actually thinning. It's just more of what we're giving up in the 4 Persian cost. It has to be units, so it's probably Fiend would be the other best choice. Obviously, we want to try to do Forktail, but not in this deck. That's for sure. But yeah, you could play a different 4 version here if you wanted to. Then we've got the Night Wraiths. They just spawn dudes, so they're pretty decent here. It's only 6 or 4, but the fact that it puts 3 units out is pretty useful for our deck. It usually gets paid off. So I think it's worth it here. And we've got the one squirrel. You can kind of see there's a little bit here we might want some Death Wish with and some Consuming. But we're going to try and make a whole dedicated deck to that, not do that right now. But overall, this is the deck. Should be a pretty fun one. Hopefully we get some good points off of Laura. Some good games at least. Let's go get into it. Hong Sechang or something? Ooh, Knights. Interesting. We don't really get Tall Punished on our own units. I guess it doesn't have to be Knights. It could be like Miller Clog. They all play the same leader. That's the thing. We don't get too Tall Punished on our own cards by going tall. But he can just set us up. We have all of our big spawning cards in hand. I don't love that, to be honest. Put one of those back. That's good because we're holding the Lara. I think we need this. We have a lot of other spawning. We need to keep cycling our hand to try and find our important cards here. I do like Chimera with this hand, though. We have to try and find our better cards, though. Gotta try to find Hive Mind. See what the opponent's got going. So we're milling. Lovely. I just shuffle this back in and guess what's at the top. Looks like we're milling. Our hand's pretty resilient to that, though. Debated between Nest and owning Hive Mind. I think we save Hive Mind for near the end of the round and just try and rely on the Lara here because we have both Phantom and the Frost spawning. And there the milling begins. And we lose a Behemoth. That is a bit of a shame. No, we Hive Mind. We Hive Mind because we can kill that off, which is really good. Stop the teleporting. We do have to remember there's going to be buffed Evar in his deck if it's not Golden Necker. Which isn't. You just took our Hive Mind, probably. Oh, yep, no, it's Regis Mill. Regis Mill, of course. So as long as we don't lose a round, we win the game. Of course. Of course, of course. Gotta be doing something silly. Got a mill. Getting the patch. It's click required. We need to spawn a drone here. And obviously he bricked our Hive Mind, so. We'll just go this into Lara. That should be enough. Like, Hive Mind, he did take it from us, but does nothing for him. Here's our chance. Gets our Heat Wave. How much do I value using one leader here to ping this down? Pretty highly. Got done the teleport. We do waste Frost on future turns, but it's not wasted. He'll just teleport it out of the row. Setting up the Evar. But, I mean, I imagine this is enough. He's not the Evar this turn if he wants to, like, remotely keep up in tempo. I guess he doesn't have to. He can Boo Hurt Leader and do swaps then. We have Chimera next. We do have a gigantic Sayer Khan as well. Like, I think we're in a decent spot here. We know he's got a 0-point card in his hand in Hive Mind as well. It's important. We'll shuffle him back. He's going to shuffle a Lara into his own deck? Maybe? Yeah, so he took the Lara play away from us. That's fine. we pass, can he make up 40? Yes, because of Evar. Let's just do a Chimera. I think we spawn here to not waste one of our drones. Or boost this row not to waste a drone spawn off of evolution. We end up going with it. Okay, so we get the win here. This round at least. Now we have to all in this next round because of the Regis. But keep in mind, he's like throwing so many provisions into milling here. As long as our provisions are reasonable, we'll be fine. That being said, some of these cards are not what we're looking for. Those in particular are not the best here. They're okay, but we'd much rather like find the scenario. We might lose this game. He's taken away our two best plays, the Hive Mind and the Lara. We haven't drawn our best card, which is the scenario, or Oniromancy. If we pass, what's the chance we actually get milled out? It's like 0. Our long round should be better. We lose 3 cards from Regis. Losing 3 cards is bad if we lose these. But longer round generally is good because we don't have much spawning. Gonna risk it. We did lose our Tall Punish and Evar, so we want to draw Spores. This is just bad. He's just throwing the game. He's just down a card now. What are we doing? This is mill players for you guys. He just threw a card down for no reason because he gave us a point. What are you doing? Like I say, guys, mill players. There's a reason I make fun of them. Because every time I play one, something like this happens. Let's see, would we lose both of our cards? Oh, we didn't lose scenario. That is really big deal, actually. So we'd like to draw that. What do we have in there? Got Squirrel. Don't want Squirrel. There we go. We can make this work. We can make this work. He's looking for something that spawns to actually get use of his Hive Mind that he played for no reason. We also see he's not holding Lara, which could be a danger to us. He doesn't have it. Would there be anything better in his entire deck to lock than this Fuka? I don't know that there is. We'll go Armored Arachas next.
No one can hide from me.
And the next card he gets is Squirrel. Nothing the Squirrel does we care about. We're actually just going to not boost this Armored Arachas, by the way, because it plays into the Evar too much, which he's definitely playing. Evar is how you steal games with Mill. Even before it's overbuff here. At least I think it's overbuffed. Yeah, take that Squirrel, please.
I shall be your eyes, my lord.
We just don't buff the Armored Arachas. We could have waited and not buffed it then, but... Oh, come on. Can you play ranged for me? At least a little bit. I think we win as long as we don't play into Evar, so we're just not going to play into it. Yes, we lose value, but we're not getting a lose condition. So he gets a free draw here, but he lost a card for free earlier, so still fine. He drew the Hive Mind too, so... Or that's Lara. He drew the Lara. I don't know if he could do anything with that. But if he can, it's time to play this anyway. Play still for 2 gold units. Guess you could try for an Evar 4 damage, kill Lara play. Obviously he's a Vilgefort still. Oh, we're playing something else. Okay. Because of course, let's remove... Do I just want to spawn 3 drones? I think I want to spawn 3 drones. Well, we get, what, 4, 7 drones here? Four might be too many. Let's go with the 2 drones. Like 4 might be too many drones. There's the false Siri.
The good of the Empire, that is what matters.
Got the Sangreal. He's trying to brick us here, but it's not gonna work.
You're one sexy witch and I'm here to please.
I was wondering if this said enemy or not, 'cause it's an older card. Don't have a way to kill this, sadly. Should leave space for 2 gold units still. Yeah, we knew that was coming, but like there's no targets for it. It's like 1 extra point. He keeps the card, by the way, because our row's full. Good old scamming. So he just gets one of our bronzes every turn. We have to Sayer Khan that. Well, not that. We have to play this. Just remove it with this. Bone Talisman's a bunch of points. Sayer Khan's pretty big. There's the Lara. He's gonna Vilgefortz it and win the game, I think. There's no way to play around it. We'll boost it. Does boosting it help? He's just gonna do that. We make him have Sangreal if we don't boost the Siri. Or no, he still wouldn't. Still have Bone Talisman to win, though. Alright, GG. He can't kill the Lara. Cove gangs here. Well, obviously we don't want 2 of those. We actually have a lot of spawning in hand. This has to go with Lara, so we keep that. We could work with the sand. We have a lot of row boosting effects here. What are we doing here? What's he opening with? Could go Hive Mind. Depends how aggressively he plays this. He's gonna play it a little slow. He's got his coins up. Let's go with the Armored Arachas. We might have to spontaneous evolution this thing out of pulling the strings range. It depends what he leaders or what he plays next. If he plays another double gang category, we'll have to boost it.
What you say? Thought you'd
Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. Get hit into armor. We have Nest plus 1 leader. Or if we get lucky on the passive spawn, just Nest. Okay, what are we doing here? It's time for the little bird. About to say little bird. Hey, we're getting some value of armored Arachas. Can we spawn this range too? Of course not. So we need to do one more. Boom, plus 12. A lot of points there. Do have Bone Talisman, and since that's really tall, we can drop our riders down. We're a little slow on them because I want the armored Arachas going first. There's his 20-point poisons, so it doesn't matter that we did that. Once he kills that off, we'll play the Hive Mind for carryover. Maybe he'll miss the poison. It's only 1 poison special. So our plays remaining are Nest, Spores, and Talisman. That's plenty. So we'll do Bone Talisman next for a bunch of Point Slam. If he tries to catch up by spending coins, if he doesn't, we'll be fine. Okay. Didn't have the extra poison for the Arachas, which is really good. We went for an RNG create on it, but didn't get it. So one thing we have to keep in mind is we don't have a ton of spawning left. We used 2 nests and 1 evolution there. So we really need to do our Lara fairly soon. That would require us finding her, though. His hand's quite good, but not without Lara it isn't. So we'll put this... How do we put this back? We hope we draw Lara Oniromancy. Maybe this is the best thing to put back. Not what we're looking for. Not what we're looking for. So I think we just go Hive Mind and we'll go from there. If the Hive Mind's able to spawn a bunch of stuff, we can push this round and try and get out the Seiki. You really want that Seiki to be gone round 3. I think I want this one first to spawn extra things, actually.
How many sweet rolls could I get for a diamond?
Yeah, we're gonna keep going here. Getting rid of that is extremely good. He shouldn't have good 3 damage reach, so I'm not too concerned about this thing being out at 3. So we don't have the Lara. Gotta be a little careful.
Visible mutation, rough skin, vertical pupils, horns.
Got a second leader out. It's pretty good. We do need the Seiki gone, though. Looks like he's at 3 gang categories. He's probably trying to take our guy. This is all insectoids, not just drones, so that's important here. So we can actually boost this out of reach. Get that guy going. Pursue 1 to get out of reach. Drop in Behemoth. Very committed to this round. Then we can start using this for damage. And he can't seize our important cards now with pulling the strings. We're just going to try and do a Bone Talisman point slam, then go to round 3, I think, with him having played the Seiki. That's our goal here. That we have to heat wave. That's too much carryover. We're the only ones allowed to carry over around here. We could use 2 drones to get this going. I don't think it's worth it. We need those leaders for the Lara. Not having a Spores here is kind of sad, but he probably has to play around it because he knows we're running it. If you can't play around it. If we get this Siki, we're happy. No, that's Jocks. Not happy. And you're basically just trading force, though, here.
The moon, oh, bright it shines.
Bouncers? Alright, I think we're gonna go for this here. We will use one of these. I was hoping to save that for round 3, but I think we need to apply some more points here. Destroy this will get us 2 more tokens. I kind of want to kill this because it removes a... Doesn't remove a Salamander King? It removes Salamandra. We're very committed to getting rid of the Siki here. That should force it. Keeping the 1 ping on Stalker in case you want to kill off a gang category. We could spawn 3 additional units if we need to. There's the Siki. Now we just hopefully we stay up a card here, but I don't think that'll be the case. So go for a lot of drone killing. Oh, I guess we do go up here. Just barely. We'll take that. Not ideal, because we're going to be out of spawning units is our problem. Right, the only spawn we have that's any decent is actually like Night Wraith. So we're really short on units. But he used his power plays there, so we're just going to kind of lean into that he doesn't have good cards left. And hopefully get some value from like a Cataclysm or something. Chimera's actually good, because our best way to spawn units is going to have this Night Wraith, and then just consume it. That being said, this hand doesn't look like we're getting much Lara value. We're Oniromancy for the scenario. Just with extra damage, I think. Just a light Chimera. We don't have the synergies here. I think we're just going to not rely on Lara. Then we get her anyway. Okay, we can just kill her with a scenario. It's fine. We need more spawning. That's the opposite of what we're looking for.
Only one of us will still stand by the end of the day.
Niromancy hits scenario still. Do we do that now? We can always make it so the Cataclysm kills the Lara. She's just not boosting many units is the problem. We still kill her twice, it's just we can't do the Frost version. We'll just guarantee Cataclysm value this way. There's a chance he boosts her too, which we don't really care about. He's gonna boost her. We'll be able to kill her if we need to. Alright, let's go with the scenario. We're just not gonna play units basically here. Didn't think your Death Wish would go off. There's a chance it would. We're not missing out many points either way. We'd rather preserve our tokens till we know the Lara's going off. There's like no way she took 3 damage there. Kind of hoping he's like holding a fist stick and something else. Just gonna throw the collusion. For the boost. Fair enough. Not gonna help. So now we just wipe the units. We'll go this. We know we get 5 damage off of the scenario here, so we'll do 3 into this. 5 hits Lara. Guarantees they die. His board gets wiped, and we see what he's got left over. Junior, that will not cut it.
There is a chasm between us and them that even love can't reach.
To pull that one out. Like I said, round 2, we just have to rely on getting his good stuff round 2 and then just making something happen here. And we were able to make something happen. GG. Kotsunek, something. Precision strike here. If this is dwarves with all their ping damage, we really will struggle. So we're really going to hope it's not a dwarf deck. I guess against Madoc is even worse because Cataclysm keeps killing our tokens. This is probably a bad matchup in that case. Spores won't do much here. This is going to be a rough one. We really kind of have to focus all of our spawning into one round, I think. Can't afford to do much here, but we'll see. Do want to have enough that we can maybe go for this Armored Arachas early. I don't think we'll get enough Chimera value here. That's a good card. I think we keep this. We do have the Hive Mind, but I don't want to use it necessarily. We'll see. We just start this, go Armored Arachas. Let's just play the Armored Arachas and go for some swarming. I highly doubt this will go off because of how much control he has. At least I predict he'll have. But it plays better against pings if he's playing dwarves than just opening with some spawning. I don't really want to boost it because it would go kind of tall, and I'd rather boost the Stalker we get off of Hive Mind if he's going to commit to this round. See what he wants to do here. It would take 7 damage to get rid of, which is quite a bit. Yeah, so it's dragons with bombs, most likely. Quite a bad matchup. We'll see what we can do, though. Hit it with that Spontaneous Evolution, get some more drones out. He's going to kill at least one drone, I imagine. But if he doesn't kill any drones, we could just go with the nest and fill up our range throw, but the chance of that happening is extremely minimal. And there's the first bomb, so we got countered there. And there's the Madoc, so it is what it is. Nothing we can do about that. Nothing we can do about it. Let's see. How do we want to play this? How do we want to play this game? I don't know. I just kind of don't want to play it, to be honest here. It's going to be very annoying. I think we just go... Let's play Nest. Hive Mind's going to be our best card, so I want to save it for not this round then. I imagine we lose a couple drones ranged, perhaps, and we get the Behemoth off. Get some Behemoth value. And we lose a couple drones. Where's Behemoth? Actually going to be pretty good here. That on the end. We need to force a long round. We need to force long round 3. Because if 2 shorter rounds occur, he will just keep killing our drones. We really need a round where we can stack all the drones spawning to one round. Arachas is going to be really good against us. We have what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We probably have the Sayercon. Let's get rid of that. Sayercon does count himself, kind of like Yavin. Okay, that's not bad. Get away with the Night Wraith into a Bone Talisman here. No, because he's going to go leaders on us. Oh, that was unlucky for him. Do we just take the Bone Talisman here then? It's what, 4? It'd be worth 10. I think we try to go for the Night Wraith.
I shall never be alone again.
Puts 3 units out. There's a good chance his Cataclysm doesn't kill 3 units. So we might get an extra point off of this. I wasn't expecting him to kill that, to be honest. So I put it ranged. In case we wanted to Oneiromancy into like our Chimera or something. Now we're going to lose a bunch of guys. Let's think here. We either drop this, which does 6, then we go down 2 cards. Is there a way to not lose this uneven? I don't think so. Because we can't trigger the Lara. We can play Lara and the Ragnarok kills her. That's one thing we can do with this deck as well. But I don't think we do it here. We just pass. We really want to save Hive Mind for our decisive round here. Problem is, like, he just pushes into us and we are forced to waste stuff. At least we can squirrel the Madoc. That's a big deal. We just don't have enough spawning right now. Passing with Squirrel is fantastic here. Nope, not you. This is actually great. We hit the Madoc and we get the long round 3. Can't complain about this. Yeah, he's up 2 cards. Or up double, last say, but we don't really need to react to him. We just kind of just need our stuff to go. There's the Lara, that's beautiful. Rider's not amazing. Right now we have to Oneiromancy the Scepter. So we'd really rather have something else here. That gets Nest or Spores. That's okay. We put back Chimera though. Not what we're looking for. We'll open with it though. So we know he has some more dragons. He's got Murgatep Brake. The Villain Trentonmarth shouldn't be too big a deal here. Unless he just gets to blow up our drones. So we have to be careful. I think we save Spontaneous Evolution until Villain Trentonmarth's about to go off. Do we want to go Ragnarok? I don't like it. Does kill this guy, but we waste a lot of Cataclysm damage. I guess we can't save this. We don't have enough spawning. We either pull a Nest or we pull the damage. I think we pull the damage. Question is, if we pull the damage, do we just lose the Cataclysm? Just do this. Let's just do this. Just delay that and go with this so we can spawn stuff in the same turn. Hive Mind's very strong. Ooh, that's a Scorch you don't like seeing. I won't complain though. Looks like he doesn't have that many bombs. The bomb pings are annoying though from the sappers, why I'm debating killing it. I think it's probably worth killing. We're not going to spawn many units here. That's the problem. Like, this does spawn 2 units at least. I don't want to consume units just because we need large numbers. We're really short on numbers here. It does leave it open to most of his bombs. Yeah, there's a bomb. Still have 2 gold units. Fortunately, we spawned there. It really plays into the Dancing Star, which is going to kill 3 of our guys. What a rough matchup. We have to go for this now because the Ragnarok Cataclysm damage will override it. I'm not going to trigger the last part of Ragnarok, but it's not going to be worth that much value. It's more about the damage, I think. Maybe killing Birgit to Brake. We have to do this now because the frost is dictating it. We have to kill Birgit to Brake because if we don't, he'll set up the villain Trettenmerth. Should be very bad. Yeah, we can kill that. Does require our order, though. Or we can just kill the Cataclysm. We don't have to hit it with an order from this, which is nice. Let's get value from the Ragnarok this way. If we ever don't have damage, we can always play the Lara. Coming back from this and trigger this. We got that off. I mean, we just see if it's enough points. We see if he has the pings to set up the villain Trettenmerth, basically. Yeah, we lose. GG. Maybe if we go Hive Mind round 1, but then this round we can't do anything. St. Patty. Ooh, Onslaught. All these, like, ping damage decks are going to be a problem. Like, Dwarves will be a problem. This with the ships will be a problem if he's playing the Light Longship. If he's not playing the Light Longship, he'll have a much harder time killing our stuff. If he's playing like an Otkel with Smuggler, though, we're just going to lose all of our drones. But we'll see what we can do. Squirrels? We might keep Squirrel. I don't think it's Otkel. Like, that's not a popular deck. Rider's okay. We don't really have the support for the Armored Arachas. I guess we could go this into finding it. Missing our frost for this, though. got time there. Start with this. Throw Armored Arachas ranged next. I highly doubt it gets to do anything. We'll see. At the end of the day, if you have to put 7 damage into it, that is 7 damage. Can't let that be going. Problem is, if we lock this, we can't lock the Croc. But we still have to lock this here. We have time to draw into Croc removal for later. Let's see this broken seagulls come down. Let's see him. Oh, not yet. Not yet, I guess. We're looking forward to this seagull season. Not you. Where's the armored one? This one? If he answers this, we'll go Hive Mind and Tactical Advantage there. So we're holding off on the Tactical Advantage. But if he tries to like put damage into this to partially damage it and then like 2-turn kill it, we'll boost this instead. And then probably go for a nest off of the tutor instead. Let's go with Behemoth for 3 spawns. We'll see how it goes. Like spontaneous evolution on this is really good if he's not going to fully kill it, but I think he's going to fully kill it. We're just going to use a Bjorn here. A Corsair. It doesn't actually kill it, but does kill drones, which is still a problem. That being said, at 11, it's been a lot tougher for him to kill. Like, he's going to have to really commit if he wants to kill that now. If he does kill it, it's incredible for him. I'm not sure he wants to. He doesn't want to. We have to get a nest. This does die when we play it, so we'll get the full nest value. We're playing nest over the evolution because evolution is one of our best tempo cards. Big points there. Now he might have a tall punish like a Heart of Terror or something. He's holding 5 pirates. Something to keep note of. It's down 10. I think we just throw the Bone Talisman, don't we? I think so. There we go. He doesn't have much armor. That's probably because our tokens are really small. Do note there we didn't tutor the Hive Mind, so there's a chance we don't get it. It's a risk we have to take here. Rather be in control of the game than have that. That being said, we don't have a push here. Okay, now we do. Now we do. Now we have something. Alright, I think we go Hive Mind. If, regardless of everything else, if just for the carryover. I want our droney spawner first, in case it sticks around. We can only boost it with the Armored Arachas Behemoth, but you might answer this instead of something else. One thing is, we are a little concerned about giving him round control because of his scenario, spawning Cataclysm. That's the one issue I foresee. That's why I'm debating the push here. If we go round 3, can we beat his scenario constantly spawning Cataclysms? We can Heat Wave it. Is there anything else that'd be a problem in a long round from him? If we Heat Wave that, we can't kill Seawolf. Seawolf probably won't be that big because we're not playing a bunch of units. I think we take this here. Get the Hive Mind carrying over, should be okay. We just have to make sure we Heat Wave his scenario. Problem is it can't Heat Wave Croc, but Croc's not that big a problem if it's just hitting little drones each turn. So that's where we're at here. I think we just take this. It could be really risky. But we want this big long round Lara stuff. Really looking for Parry Phantom, which we can tutor. There we go. So we can tutor out the Frost then. So we have to remove Voyage. Voyage just destroys our deck. But since we were holding the Heat Wave, we could count on doing this. Then if we just play minimal units as long as possible, we'll be fairly well off. We can actually kill Croc with this next turn. We can one-turn trigger scenario off of Phantom. Like, if we just save Phantom, we play it, this triggers, we get Lara back, Lara triggers it again. So we only need Phantom left in hand for gold units to trigger the scenario. It's unlikely to be the case of what happens this game. We'll see here. We'll see. Do we just shove the Behemoth here? No 9 Mercy for the Frost. We don't have to 9 Mercy for the Frost. So we can kill Lara with something else. Although we'd rather do the Frost approach, to be honest. I'm just debating if this is the turn we go with the Behemoth. The 5 damage could kill Croc if we're lucky. I think we do it. And if it doesn't kill Croc, well, we'll see. I can guarantee it kills Croc if we do this. It's unlikely we get to save those points there, but board wiping him's still good. I thought this Bloodthirst 3 for some reason. He's got time here to kill a couple drones. But if he does kill the drones, we'll Spontaneous Evolution. We're just kind of hoping he doesn't kill the drones here. Because we obviously need to play... No, obviously, we want to play our stuff soon. We're going to lose a drone or two. Oh, that one doesn't have Zeal at least. He might not actually lose a drone. We'll see. Nice, we don't lose any drones. So let's do this. Lara. I want this clear skies value as soon as possible. It's a lot of points. GG. Can't handle the point slam. We're not getting him armor because everything's boosted here, so. Playing some fruits. This should be a good test. They're going first, so this will be as hard a test as we get. So, fruits going first. Quite difficult to beat. One thing I want to talk about later in this deck is I really debated Behemoth and Chimera versus Riptide in a 4. We'll see how that turns out here. Do we keep this? We kind of have to try and get it through. Spontaneous Evolution would have to hit. I think we have to keep it. His hand's really good though. We have the Lara. We could round 1 pressure. I'd rather Lara round 3. Just try to... Okay, so this is going to be different from just standard fruits then. It's different than what we were expecting. Debating if we kill one of these larvas. I think it's worth it. We might tutor a squirrel here. We wouldn't mind that much because we can hit our guy with evolution. He tutors a squirrel. Fair. Not unexpected. This plays into the Riptide. But he just tutored, so we're gonna have to hope he didn't draw it. He just tutored a squirrel. Ah, Renfri. You're getting the destroy as always?
Wanna know why?
No. But we're... That's pretty bad, though. That's pretty bad. Yeah, that's pretty bad. We don't have any more ways to spawn cards in our hand. Don't want to get into Geralt range. From like a spontaneous evolution play. On Neuromancy, what would we get though? Those are just Renfri fruits. Just pass next turn, I guess. If we do the second evolution, we're really playing it to Geralt. This doesn't get us any closer though. I really think we want to nest. We just want more guys. Even on, he used the Renfri leader. Order and passive both gone. We could go for our first Lara. I like it because it also sets up Red Riders, Wild Hunt Riders. We already seen the squirrel, which means you can't squirrel this. Or squirrel the Oneiromancy. Yeah, he's just gonna keep shoving tempo on us. This boosts us by what, 7? So we get 14? I think I want one more spawn here. I'll do 2. We're very committed to this round.
My dearest Krigan, only you are by my side.
Work on killing a unit in case there's a Triss. This puts us on even. Okay, so it's something Koshé, sure. I guess. And now we can do our riders. And then we can Sayer Khan and Deregere if he's playing like the Koshé here. But I'd rather lock the Sir Scratch or the Koshé. We're gonna lock instead of damage here. I like the lock.
Mankind is a virus, a plague.
We should be able to win this off of Sayer Khan, not necessarily have to play the Lara. If we hit this or heat wave it. I'll do this. We can always win this with Lara if we need to. That's the one we heat wave. It does go ahead though if we heat wave it. We'd have to use our last leader to stop that from happening. This has to happen. Question is, we maintain even pressure? I think we do. We really need that longer round 3 here. We get hit by an Igni. It's not the best.
Damn it.
Don't make me do this. I've seen how it ends.
See if he beats that. Don't think he does. Igni's gone. Chaser Scratch is gone. Renfri Order's gone. Gang is gone for tempo. He has Morntart, and that's kind of it left. So we just want to go to a long round 3 and get as much spawning in as possible. I don't think we can trigger that guy. Our row payoffs that remain are just the Clear Skies here and the Chimera. I don't think we can trigger this. There's a ghoul coming in. Saving his food for second ghoul, I guess. It's only 8-point ghoul. It's not that big. Let's see here. We really want to draw a scenario. There we go. This hits Morntart, so I think we want to keep it. I just want things that spawn units. So we really, the best draws here and plays are Evolution and Nest. Evolution and Nest. I do think we want to play a Spores. These do spawn, so I'm tempted to keep them. Let me put one back, though. Nest is really great. We can tutor out Spontaneous Evolution, because it's the best card left in our deck, and we should be good. Behemoth here, I don't really want to play. I don't think. It's too likely he has a lock for it.
There is wickedness and there is
So he's going for Pugo. We would kill it with this. We have to play a gold unit with this. Actually, we do want to play this then. That is a weird situation to be in. I guess we do want to play Armored after this. We want to do this before gold units, which means we just start with this. We need to keep one row empty so the Arachas doesn't lock himself. Guess we do this here. Not the best, but what are you gonna do? There's also a chance it kills Penitent, but again, what are you gonna do? We need to play it soon. It's gonna kill a rat with it. I almost said a frog for some reason. There's the Fiend. There is the Fiend. Want to do this before Behemoth. Want to do the big guy first. Surely there's a Lord Riptide in his deck. Not going for the Penitent kill is interesting. Hey, we spawned at range. That means he gets to go off with the Behemoth. It's really nice. Pugo. Oh, he drew the Pugo. He just bricked. Alright, well he bricked. It is what it is. We get gigantic points here. Boom. Boom. Then this triggers. Boom. And we're up by 25 all of a sudden. Get out. No, I'm just kidding, man. If we keep playing, but that's the end of the game here. That's for sure. You're gonna make me fire these cards? Maybe wait through that turn instead of leaving, so yeah. We'll fire this, then we'll reset. Boom, we're win by like 45 or something. GG. GG. Well, guys, there you go. Some Arachas Swarm with Lara, no Tatterwing, and some Ragnarok. I really like this deck. I think there's some definite potential here to actually be like a really good deck. Lara is incredible points. You have stuff like Hive Mind, and Ragnarok has some very good synergies here. Very good synergies. You can just play it for points with the Clear Skies, use it for bonus damage combined with something else. The fact that the 5 damage comes out as well is really great because you can play Lara and then just zap the Lara with this, which is good if you don't want to go with the Frosted approach. It's a good backup option to have. And then obviously you can one-turn trigger scenario if you need to by playing Phantom. You play Phantom, it brings back Lara, do 5 damage, play Lara. You can't kill Lara that way because the 5 damage from the scenario goes up first, but then you can do Clear Skies after. Just set it all off in one turn. And we've got some big points there. The main considerations for this deck that I want to talk about are the Lord Riptide, which is obviously missing in this current version. You could run it instead of Behemoth, or you could run it instead of Sahir Khan by dropping the Chimera down. I'm kind of neutral on that. It's whatever. Riptide will be a good addition for control, but right now we have Heatwave, we have Sahir Khan, and we have Deregre, which is decent, and then you obviously have more off of Ragnarok, which helps. But if you feel like you need more, you could run the Riptide. I like having the Behemoth because it just spawns more guys, and sometimes we need more spawning, especially with the Armored Arachas, which we'll talk about next. I still don't think this card is good. It's really expensive to get locked, and it's kind of hard to trigger. If the opponent is pinging at all, you really need to use leader charges to fulfill this, which doesn't feel good. That being said, 17 for 7 is a stat line, so it does have to have downsides. I think it's locked too easily in this deck. Is it one that wants to run and unlock? So I don't know how well it fits. That being said, it is a lot of points. And I think it might be better served with Penitent, because Penitent pulling it out of the deck will offset the deploy. It won't lock itself. So I think it might have a better spot using in a Penitent deck with a little more Death Wish, like I was mentioning in the beginning of the video. So you could always cut this as well, the Armored Arachas. I think there's not that much in mid-range I'd really want, middle provision range, like 7 to 9, that I'd really want to run other than Riptide. And Draga Queen's one. I like Andraga Queen, but she's really great if you consume like a Wispa's Tribute. She's not so great if you're consuming like most other things. But yeah, she does have some synergies with the Death Wishes. She is good if you can get her to consume a Night Wraith, because it gets triggered the Night Wraith and extra drone tokens. So Andraga Queen is an option instead of the Armored Arachas. Leaves you with 1 extra provision. You could run Second Bone Talisman instead of Deregere. You could upgrade Chimera to another 6. I think I would upgrade like another 4 to another Chimera potentially. We'll see that. Let me know what you guys think. I think there's some definite potential here. And I had a lot of fun playing this. This is one of my favorite decks we've made in a little while here on the channel. So I hope you guys had fun, and we'll see you in the next one.